Okay, let me check. Am I alive? Am I alive? Okay, I'm live. I'm gonna leave chat in this window here if someone joins. So I need to make a map, and someone asked how do I do it. Well, usually for the maps that are really large, I use some kind of program that uses vector graphics like Corel. So I'm gonna import the image of the map that I need to do, and then we're gonna start drawing. Let me check. It's too small. So this is something I found on internet, and I just need for the shape. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a bit transparent so I can draw over it. Oh, that's fine. Let's lock the object. I need a map of England, and I'm not gonna make it super detailed. I just need a shape, and then I need to make like little provinces and stuff like that. So I have a tablet. I need to turn this into lines, and this here thing is freehand smoothing, basically how smooth the line is gonna be. So if I draw something like this, you can see that program is already like smoothing those lines, and maybe not like I wish them to be, because I want them to be a bit rough. So we're gonna lower this to, instead of 50, to 25, basically half of that, and gonna start drawing. Oh, by the way, I need some kind of a line that's really thick. Okay, that's too much. Maybe 2. Yeah, that's perfect. So as I said, I have a really nice Wacom tablet, so it's easy to draw this, and for the purpose of what I'm gonna use it for, doesn't really need to be super like true to the form, I mean, of the English island. So what I'm doing, I need a like big large object which is vector and also closed into lines. I can like apply colors to it later on. I need to make a little provinces which will be split just like you see here, like York's, Humber, Northwest, and so on. Now I'm preparing this for a game. Kinda want to make a State of Siege game. Now if you're not sure what the State of Siege games are, that's like how could I say it, like a series of games in which you have to like you are under siege, usually either some kind of a fortress or maybe a whole country, and there are like point to point check something here, point to point like movement of approach of the enemy units, which are getting closer and closer. Oh, wait a minute, do I need a Scotland actually for this? Well, I'm gonna draw it, but I'm probably not gonna use it. So what I wanna make is state of siege, but about based on the Wells book called War of the Worlds, when the Martians like land in England in the big large cylinders and they start conquering the whole country. And it's like a short novel. Plot spoiler, they don't manage to actually conquer the England, but like humans had a really trouble for oops, it's not good, have a really trouble to, you know, stop them. Actually they completely fail. So in my game now, it's not gonna be like classical state of siege where you just like roll a die, push your enemy units back and so on. I'm gonna add some more stuff to it, of course. There will be some production of units. You will be able to draw not draw, you'll be able to build all kind of military units, which will help you out to, you know, keep London safe, because all these Martians gonna slowly gonna move toward the London, and your objective will be to like save as many people you can, because there will be lots of like refugees running from the Martians, and use army to push Martians back. And there will be like, you know, it's a card driven like event game. You know, you draw the card, Martians start moving by, they move by the card, you get some actions you can use for that turn, and if you manage to survive until the whole deck is like used up, well, you win the game. But if you like enter the London, it's game over. So it's quite easy to make this kind of a game, because if you read the novel, you know the Martians actually are defeated by the germs. They came to Earth, but they didn't think about, you know, getting masks. So they got sick and died out. So that would be the last card in the deck. Oh wait, if you manage to, you know, live that long. Okay. So the question is, yeah, I guess I can put the North Ireland, I guess. So I don't have to like follow the story of the just a second setting. I mean, I can do my own interpretation. So for instance, I don't remember if the story that Martians actually landed in the Northern Ireland, but this island is actually quite good for my purposes, because it could be like one point from which Martians can get toward the London, and the reason to build a navy, as you can see, it's just an island. They need to cross the water, and that's where you need to put the navy on. Now I'm not so sure, do I need to make the Scotland so much detail, because the part will be cut off probably up to here, like something like this, but I'm gonna draw it nevertheless, because maybe I changed my mind, I don't know. you know, it's always good if you have like larger map that you can scale down or cut whatever you want, than to like make a mistake and make a like little map, and then later on you think, oh Jesus, I needed like the rest of the map, and what can I do now? I have to like, you know, draw again. So I'm gonna use these, but will I make it that much like, you know, detail? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I'm not so sure I need this, so I'm not gonna draw it. Alright, let's see what we have. Oops. So I'm gonna unlock it for a chat. Just a second. I need to see the shape. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, let's go back. So now I have to split this into provinces. Basically I need to cut this into pieces but keep the big shape. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this and this. Let's just color it for now to see how it looks like when it's colored. I don't know, let's put some nice color, something like this. And I can even remove the lines because it's a vector image now. It's really easy to you know, play with it. For instance, I can make it no, let's actually shape it all together. Oops, what did I do? Oh, I see. Alright, so now that's one big shape. Okay. Let me check, is it anyone that asks any questions? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's save this as as you can see, I have lots of projects. Let's call this UK map. Alright, so what can I do with it? Well, it's now really easy to do whatever I want. For instance, I can make it a bit I can add some colors. See, it's already looking like a more lively, like a piece of a map. Let me just do some stuff. Let's do that. Alright, but now I have to cut it into smaller pieces that I can, and by the way, don't worry about this. Like for instance, I can always make a copy and set it aside. If I mess something up, I can, you know, go back in time and fix it. That's a good thing when you working in these programs. So what I need is to make it a bit opaque so I can look through it, not too much. And I need to cut like these provinces. So North Ireland, I don't need to do anything. I can just, you know, put it aside. But here I need to do some cutting lines. So what I'm gonna do, I'm also gonna use a line tool, and which I'm gonna turn into well, here's a good question. How do I want to do it? I guess it's gonna be really not so thick line, and let's use a different color so it's easy for me to track what I'm doing. I'm gonna use red. So this is where like a border between Scotland and England is, and let me see something. So this here is a part of one, because I don't need like, I don't need all the small, like, I don't know how it's called, like provinces, or as you can see Northeast has like Durham, Newcastle, Tessit. No, I don't need that. On my map it's just gonna be Northeast, because there will be like, the map will be covered with you know, those point to point let's call them placeholders, you know. So I don't need this to be super detailed, but I do need these borders, because you will be able to, you know, defend and each of these provinces, or if they actually called provinces, I'm not so sure. I'll have to check it out. So what I'm doing right now, just making borders so I can later on cut the map on these parts where the borders will be. Oops. Okay, let's delete few. Okay. East Midlands. So one thing I need to check is, was this the name of the provinces during the time where the time setting when the novel is set, basically. I think it was 1918 and 66. I know it's before the Great War, that's for sure. Or was it, no, was it 1918, 99? Close to 900? I'm not so sure, I'll have to check it out. It was a long time that I read that book. Now, as I said, I can't follow that like by the letter, but I can push that a bit much, because if I think the way the military was at that time, really didn't have any chances against mansions, I mean. And here I'm trying to do like a game where at least they can, you know, put up some fight, because you will have to build some units. I think it would be completely, well, if we think about it, it would be completely unrealistic to think we have any chance against any civilization, even with this kind of army that we have now. I mean, technology. But since those Martians also were a bit archaic, like they use like machines with 3 legs and stuff like that, I guess they were not that much advanced. Well, much advanced than us, but not that much, I guess. Okay. Let me check this part. Wales. Okay, Wales, just a little line here. And then southwest. Okay, I need a line that goes like this. Now you're probably asking, wait, why is he like making lines that are going outside? Well, you'll see why. Alright, let me check this. Yep, those are the borders. So in Corel, like you have lines, you have like filled objects. If you turn lines into objects, you can actually use them to cut into other objects. So that's what I'm doing here right now. So let me put the tablet away, and now if I did this correctly, let's see. No, I didn't. We have a problem here. Let me check. Why is this not good? Something between these two spots here. Okay, I'll try now. Now it looks good. Okay, so what I did, I turned all of these lines into objects and just melded them together, I guess. And now I can select them, select the map, and just cut or trim. Bam. And if I remove this, I get something like this. Now let me show you when I raise the opacity back. Wow, I have a borders now. Alright, so let me remove this. We don't need this anymore. And now if I want to do it, I can even break this apart. So break everything apart. Now the only oh wait, I see a problem here. Oh, something is not good here. Let me check. Let's go all the way back and check what's going on. let's go one step back. Alright, so this is not working, and I think I know why. No, not that one. Okay, I think needs to be pushed in a bit more with other lines. Now we'll see. Okay, let's convert them into objects. Oh, see, that's what the problem is, this line here. So this line here doesn't want to be converted into objects without problems. So let's see what the problem is. Okay, let's try now. Now it's good. Okay. And still a problem here. That's because this is not connected to the rest. Oops, to the rest of these. Alright, so now we know what we need to do. Okay. Nope. Alright, finally. Now we're gonna remove this, and I have a borders. I don't need this anymore. So far, as you can see, it's all colored in, like it has a filling, which is good. But now I can break this up into little countries if I just do this break apart. And they're all gonna take the oh, you can see now I can move Scotland like this. And what I'm gonna do, I need to get all these little parts and together with Scotland make one big one. Okay, and the rest can stay like this. This is also together. I'm gonna remove this filling because I don't need it, to be honest. It can be only one color for now. And actually I can now color this in different colors, just like on this map. So for instance, I can do this. Right, which I will probably do because I like it when each province has a different color. All right, so how I'm thinking this to work is we need some spaces from which the merchants will like start moving toward the London. There will be like where those cylinders from Mars just landed. So one will be here, and in this part of the Scotland, one will be here in Ireland, and one will be in England, and one will be here, because they all need to converge toward London, which is here. So this is where let's say the fortress will be. that we're trying to protect. Alright, so let me color the rest of these, and then we're gonna go into Photoshop and we're gonna apply some textures, and you'll see how that works. Alright. Okay. So the next step would be to export this as a PNG. Why as PNG image? Because I need the background to be transparent. So let's export this. And so far we finished the job here. Now I'm probably gonna make some icons that will be put on the map, so it's good to keep this map here, because then when I put the icons and I also export them as PNG, they're gonna line up with my image, which I'm gonna add some effects in Photoshop. Alright, so that's about Corel. I can close this and open Photoshop. So the question is how big my map needs to be. I guess A3 format. Alright, so let's keep this like currently like this. What I need next is I downloaded like a topographic map. Here it is. So I want to try to take this and apply it to that image that you just saw, and use it as a texture. So I have like these hills and stuff like that. So we will try to do that. Now the image is probably not gonna line up, and it's gonna be smaller, but considering how much texture I'm gonna put over it, it's gonna be fine, I think. Right. So as you can see, it's not that good, but, and by the way, I'm kinda surprised that Ireland looks different on this map. Okay, let me check what's going on here. Wait a minute. Why am I missing half of Ireland? I'm confused right now. So this lines up. Oh, damn. I see. I understand. I will have to draw some more Ireland, I guess. Alright. Back to the drawing board. Well, that was unexpected. Okay, so this will be strange to do now, but I think I can pull it off. So let me check what's going on here. So I have only half of the map. Alright. So I guess I can draw the rest of it from this image here. Just need to line it up with this. So we're gonna do something like this. Okay, looks good enough. So I need to draw the rest of this part, I guess. Alright, so let me think. How can I pull this off? Unexpected consequences. Okay, let's take a tablet again and draw the rest of the island. So this is what's missing. All right. Now, if I do this, okay. Let's move this. All right. So this is my idea how I can pull it off. So we're gonna do some changes here. So I'm thinking if I connect this part here with this and then make a little border again, or should I actually, do I need to make a little border, because we're gonna just put the island is like under Martian government. No, I actually don't need to. So what I'm gonna do this, oops, no, I forgot to ungroup the rest of it. Okay, so this will be part of this, bam. Actually, like this. All right, finally. I need to make this a bigger paper. Let's put 32. Oh, more. Okay. 36. All right. Well, let's save and export again. Yep. All right. Now back to here. All right. So this map is no good. I need to make this image even larger. Actually, not the image, just the canvas. So 36. Fill it in. Actually, let's use some kind of color that looks more like a sea. And now back to the map. Here it is, a new map. Okay. And now we need to take this topographic map and somehow put it across this one. And now it doesn't need to line up perfectly, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. Good enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna select everything that is on the bottom underneath of this and just cut it like this. And then with some magic we're gonna get these, but yeah, that's it. And then okay. Alright, so I need to fill in these spaces that where we have this misalignment. So I'm thinking just use a smudge tool and just push it in. And then cut it again. So and just do it where it's obvious that there is like misalignment. Like I don't have to do it for everything because the rest will be like it's just like a part of the topographic map. Okay, let's see a little bit here. Alright. Now we do the same thing, do the reverse cut, and bam. Okay, so far so good. Now the question is, do I want to do it like this? All right. All right. So what I'm thinking, I need a map that looks like really old. So this means lots of paper textures and lots of texture to hide that this is like just, you know, applied effect. Let me try something. So this will make it a really dark. Nope. So this is what I need, just to lower the contrast, so I still have, like, you can still see the hills, but not too much. Alright, now the good thing is, whenever I select the map and let's say I go one step over it, and I can apply some kind of a color that looks like a, you know, old photo, like this, and then let's do the outer glow. Okay, let me show you what's going on here. Okay, so what I need is like you know that on those maps that shallow water is like it is of the lighter color. So what I need to do is pick this color up and just make this really big size. See? And I can do a screen or just overlay. Well, overlay not good actually. Soft light would be the best. And let's make it something like this. And I need to add some noise. Alright, so that's the one thing we need. I think multiply is what we need. Yeah, definitely. And then I need to make the colors beyond this. Alright. So this is my original map, like just different colors. This is like my little texture, so you can see a topographic details, and this is like everything above. Now I can make this brighter. Or darker, that's just my choice right now, but definitely I need to lower the color of that. Yeah, that's it, and make it maybe not light, just something like that for now. Alright, now I will not need this much map. I'm probably gonna do something like this. So this is where the game will take place. So well, I actually can cut it right now and just check. So this is the resolution. As you can see, it's pretty large, but it's just gonna be part of the rest of the board. It's gonna be a bit large map. Well, maybe not. I need to check it out. I'm not so sure about the size. I know that I need this bottom part here probably enlarge a bit downward, so I can put the like manpower production stuff like that underneath. The rest is just point to point movement basically. So now it's time to make a lots of effects. So first of all, we need some textures. I'm gonna check. I think I have some textures laying down. Alright, so this is one of them that we're gonna probably need them. So this is like a texture of a crumpled paper, which is perfect when you're making these maps, because I can apply it to one layer, and it's gonna be like it is a paper map. second. Oh no, that's too much. Okay, so that's one thing we can do, although to be honest I'm not satisfied. I don't need it to be that much. Let me look. I probably have a better texture for the paper. Let me check this one. Okay. Okay. Probably is gonna be this one. Alright. Now I need overlay. Alright, so that's it. So definitely that one. Okay, let me do something about this. Alright. So I need this to be a bit yellowish. So okay. No. Alright, and then I need lines or borders basically. So how can I get those? Well, I can make a little. Now the question is, do I want to make them white? So just for a test, So I just need those borders to around the how it's called, provinces. So that's basically what I need. So that could work. Yeah. So I'm using drop shadow right now. And it's gonna push it a bit, so it gives a bit like a, you can see how the province is like already like pushed. So okay, all right. Alright, so now the sea, I put it a blue, but it's probably not gonna be blue, because I said it's an old map, so something like this. Alright, so some more textures. Well, okay, I need a tablet for this. Just a second. So already our little map is starting to look like, you know, like it's a real map. And for those that were like from from the beginning of a stream, you probably saw what was the beginning like of the process. It just was like, you know, nothing special. But when you have like a vector image that you can then post process in Photoshop, you can do whatever you want. Alright, we don't need this. And as you can see, if I like remove parts of the texture, I'm getting like my topographic map is getting better. You know, I can just emphasize just by removing parts of the texture, like I get these darker parts of my map. So this is gonna be perfect. Well, not here. I'm gonna keep that in. Actually, let's not touch this part, but I need to fix this, so maybe with a little smudge. Alright, now check this out. We need the lines like those lines on the map, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it on the layer above the sea. So I'm gonna make a little white lines. Okay, that's one, but stay with me. Check this out. They don't need to be perfect, and I actually would like if they are not. Alright, now let's copy all of that. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna change opacity, and then we even going to add some effects to them. Actually, what do I need? Okay, let's do this. Yeah. And then we just gonna like damage them by getting rid of. I'm just using like a eraser right now. Alright, so about this sea behind, let's see how it's gonna look if we change it color. Just a second. So what I want to emphasize is these islands, you know. So if I change the color, a tile and yellow are good like complementary colors. So as you can see, as I'm adding more yellow and red, my map is becoming more like, you know, looks just like a map. Okay, let's save this. I'm gonna call it England map. Alright, let me see, are there any questions? Nope. Okay. Alright, so later on, when we add all the iconography and to be, oh wait, there is one more thing I can do. So I can apply a shadow effect on these islands so they are like above the sea. Let's do that. Now there are two ways I can do it. I can do bevel and emboss, which basically, okay, let's try the bevel and emboss first. But so I'm gonna take the color of the sea, just darker, and maybe some kind of a yellowish color. Okay, so depth, all right. Okay, so let's look how that looks like. So you can actually see there is like a shadow, but not equally around everything. And I can play with that because I can, if I move this little pointer here, I can decide from where this shadow is gonna come out. And the opacity is gonna give me a little line. It looks like someone take the ink pen and try to make a little like you know, lines. And I can even do that. I mean, I can do that manually. I can make a layer. Let me see what's on this layer. So that's okay, let's call this layer like borders. This is the texture, this is the let me check. Yeah, this is topographic map. No, this is a topographic map, so let's call it that, like that. Top map. This is just the coloring here. You should always name your layers because it's gonna be easier to, for instance, layer with lines is lines, and now I can remove it if I don't like it later on. Alright, so what I'm thinking, I need to add some more texture to this sea around. So let me check, do I have something that's nice? Oh, there is a nice thing here. Okay, let me take this one. All right, let's try this one. Okay, not bad. looks good, but I'm gonna make it a bit darker around the corners, a bit more. Alright, so it looks like a lightning on the map. And I'm gonna copy these little lines, and if I do something like this, actually wait, right, alright. Alright, I'm not so sure about this effect. No, I'm not gonna use that. I think it's enough if we have these little lines around it, like this. Alright, so that's gonna be the map I'm gonna use. Now there is one thing I need to do. So on the spaces where the Martian is gonna land, those parts of map needs to be like red. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to apply the color I'm just gonna check how that looks like. Let's use a multiply and just color in a bit. I'm gonna take some kind of a nice brush. Okay, that's interesting. That's gonna symbolize, if you remember from the novel World of the Worlds, that red like a weed. So what happened, like Ireland is already like covered with that red weed. And part of Scotland's also, so here. Should I put it here? No, that's too much. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me see. All right. And let me check. Do I want to do it like lighter color or darker? No, definitely not darker. Multiply looks pretty good. All right. All right. So don't forget, this map will be like there will be lots of stuff over this. So for instance, probably gonna look something like this. Let's I'm just playing with this to show you that I'm not gonna make it like this, of course. It's gonna be a bit different, but I'm just gonna show you that the map will be covered with all kind of stuff. So something maybe like this. And basically going like toward the London, you know. So you have like lots of these spots. One's going through here, maybe. One's going through here. and so on and so on. So it's like state of siege game, but you have to do something to stop these aliens. Alright, anyway, I'm satisfied with the map. Let me remove this. I might work on it a bit more later on if I want to change something. Probably not, but we'll see. Let me check. Alright, so that's gonna be that for today's streams. Anyway, thanks for watching. You saw how from the very simple vector map we made something that looks like this. Later on, probably I'm not gonna stream how I'm making other stuff, but when you look at the finished map, I mean with all the pieces that are important for the game on it, you'll probably understand how everything works. So that's gonna be that. I need to check it out. My stream is like let me check something. So that's gonna be, yeah, so I can end the stream. Thanks for those that came and watch, and